And good evening. Welcome out here to Stanberry as we get set here for high school football action tonight on what looks to be a rainy, wet, stormy Friday evening of high school football in week number 8 of Missouri High School State Football. I'd like to thank our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany Stanberry football. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany and the Home Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along the United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. The Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, along with Sublime Formal Wear, also on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, along with Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, along with Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany, Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany. Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Teams are just coming out onto the field after a brief lightning delay. Kept everybody off the field. They're just coming back out onto the field now. We'll have the senior night festivities here for the Stanberry Bulldogs coming up here in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break, all a part of our pregame tonight here on BTC, or here on Albany TV, brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helping smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set here for football action tonight in the Grand River Conference West. Again, Stanberry having their senior night festivities tonight. We'll show that to you here as soon as they get that started in just a moment. Albany comes in with a record of 3-4 on the season, 2-3 in conference play, taking on the Stanberry Bulldogs. Come in with a record of 1-6, 1-4 in conference play. Both teams have picked up a win against Princeton. It was Stanberry that picked up a win at Princeton on their homecoming, 63-48, and then Albany was able to defeat Princeton last week on Albany's homecoming, 58-24. And we'll welcome in our color commentator and cameraman for the evening in Brett Williams. And Brett, for both these teams, both are kind of mirror each other as we're going to stop that, and we'll give you the senior night festivities.
At this time, we're going to honor Stanberry's band, golf, cheer, and football seniors. We appreciate the commitment that these men and women have given to each program. We will be recognizing each senior, while flowers will be handed to each family on behalf of the Stanberry Booster Clubs. Our first senior tonight is Eva Cameron. Eva is the daughter of James and Stephanie Cameron. She has participated in lettering golf for 2 years. While at Stanberry, Eva is active in the FCCLA, Student Council, FFA, FBLA, basketball, and NHS. Eva was able to accomplish being named to the Academic All-State team and was part of the Grand River Conference champion golf team this year. After graduation, she plans to attend North Central Missouri College in Savannah, Missouri to pursue a degree in sonography. Let's give a big hand to Eva and her family. Our next senior Bulldog is William Ellsworth. William is the son of William Ellsworth and Amber Spence. He has been a member of the football team for 2 years. After graduation, William plans on attending the Missouri Welding Institute or the Grand River Welding Institute. Let's give a big hand to William and his family. Our next senior Bulldog is Evan Gregory. Evan is the son of Stacey and Jennifer Gregory. He has been a member of the Bulldog Band for 4 years. While at Stanberry, Evan is involved in student council, wrestling, and golf. Some accomplishments for Evan include in band participating in the state band and getting 4th place in Clarina Band competition for Class 1. After graduation, he plans to attend NCMC in Trenton for 2 years before transferring to Northwest Missouri State, while majoring in computer technology and specializing in cybersecurity. Let's give a big hand to Evan and his family. Our next senior Bulldog tonight is Hannah McQuinn. Hannah is the daughter of Keith and Christy McQuinn. She has cheered all 4 years. Some awards for Hannah include being named 2 times a UCA All-American cheerleader and was part of the selected state performance team. Hannah is actively involved in cheer, FCCLA, FBLA, FFA, NHS, Student Council, and FCA for 4 years. After graduation, she plans to go to Northwest Missouri State University and major in early childhood education. Let's give a big hand to Hannah and her family. Our next senior Bulldog tonight is Allie Santa Cruz. Allie is the daughter of Jessica Gaona. She has participated in cheer for 4 years. Some awards for Allie include being named as UCA All-American cheerleader and was part of the selected state performance team. While at Stanberry, Allie is active in cheer, FFA, FCCLA, FBLA, FCA, NHS, and Science Olympiad. After graduation, she plans to attend college and major in accounting. Let's give a big hand to Allie and her family. Our next senior Bulldog is Kenzie Santa Cruz. Kenzie is the daughter of Jessica Gaona. She has cheered for 4 years. Some awards for Kenzie include being named 2 times as a UCA All-American cheerleader and was part of the selected state performance team. Some of her other activities include FFA, FCCLA, FBLA, FCA, cheer, Science Olympiad, Student Council, and NHS. After graduation, she plans to attend college and study physical therapy. Let's give a big hand to Kenzie and her family. Our next senior Bulldog for tonight is Vincent Smithson. Vincent is the son of Laverne and Karen Smithson. He has participated in football for 4 years. While at Stanberry, Vincent is involved in wrestling, student council, FCCLA, NHS, baseball, and FCA. After graduation, he plans to attend college and get a degree in business management. Let's give a big hand to Vincent and his family. Our next Senior Bulldog tonight is Hayden Swan. Hayden is the son of Todd and Morgan Luke. He has participated in football for 4 years. After graduation, he plans to attend college and get a degree in sports management. Let's give a big hand to Hayden and his family. Our last Senior Bulldog tonight is Danielle Vandraska. Danielle is the daughter of Chris and Shauna Vandraska. She has participated in cheer for 4 years. Some awards for Danielle include being named 2 times a UCA All-American cheerleader and was part of the selected state performance team. Some of Danielle's other activities include cheer, track, FFA, FBLA, FCCLA, FCA, NHS, and student council. After graduation, she plans to attend Kansas State to major in kinesiology. Let's give a big hand to Danielle and her family. These young men and women have played an important role in the success of our Stanberry programs. We thank them for the memories and wish them good luck in their final year at Stanberry R2.
So again, those are your seniors that are being celebrated tonight here on Senior Night tonight in Stanberry. And again, as we were talking about prior to that, for the these two teams kind of mirror each other a little bit, Brett, as both teams have really good running backs that and that's exactly who their main bread and butter is going to be, whether it's Pax Schieber for Stanberry, whether it's Elliott Mercer for Albany. It's just going to matter on who up front can take care of business to help their team lead them to victory tonight.
Yeah, Pax Schieber, just a freshman. He's going to be a great player for this Stanberry Bulldog team for the next several years. He's going to be a kid. Every time you see him on the roster, you're going to be like, man, he didn't graduate yet. That's exactly how it's going to be. So, but as for Albany, they're coming off a great win against Princeton on homecoming, like you mentioned earlier. The last 2 games, really, it seems like they've really found an identity on offense. There hasn't really been super. They obviously depend a lot on Elliott Mercer, but it hasn't been all him. They found ways to get other guys involved in the offense. Jace Palmer, the quarterback. Carter Danner's kind of taking a step forward as the backup running back. So hopefully, if you're a Warrior fan, you're hoping for some more of that tonight against Stanberry.
Yeah, and we did just hear during that the game is going to be delayed 10 minutes start tonight. It will be a 7 and 10 start rather than 7 due to the weather lightning delay that we had prior to the game. So, again, we'll have the national anthem and everything about 7 o'clock, and then we'll start the football game tonight at 7:10. Again, so it'll be about a 10-minute pushback due to that lightning that we had in the area whenever Albany came out onto the field, got over to their sideline, kind of got everything taken out of what they brought, and then all of a sudden lightning forced them off the field, had to sit on the bus for about 25 minutes or so they're going to delay everything for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty fortunate that we're starting this just 10 minutes early. It wasn't, or 10 minutes late. It wasn't looking too promising when we first got here, but hopefully things are clearing up now and we can get this started.
Yeah, and for tonight, we talked about with the rain and stuff that's already come through with some that could still be coming later. The big thing tonight, I know we will chat with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain, all a part of our BTC Bank pregame tonight, but one of the things he has preached every single week here the past few weeks after we've had some bad games for Albany against pretty much the entire beginning part of our schedule, Nottoway Valley, King City, Worth County. You have to keep control of the football, and on a wet night like tonight, it's really going to be whoever can win that turnover battle is probably going to come out ahead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you could hear some chatter on the sidelines between the players talking about how you really got to look the ball in when it's being thrown to you, but it goes for the same thing on handoffs too. That ball's going to be a little bit slippery tonight. Grass is probably going to be pretty wet the entire game, and we might have a little bit of rain off and on for the whole entire game. So, that turnover differential becomes even more of a focus because when the weather's nasty like this, the turnovers can really be a problem.
And remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank here for good. Like to thank all of our sponsors again to help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson and Real Estate and Auction Company agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner of Albany. The City of Albany. Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. Williams Construction. The Albany Booster Club. The Albany and Stanberry School Districts. And the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Again, we're pushed back about a 10-minute tonight for the start of the game, so we're going to be back with more BTC Bank pregame when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sam Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set for this Grand River Conference West matchup. And Brett, we welcome everybody back in tonight. It is not only a big night in the Grand River Conference West, but also a big night in District number 7 in football, as you got two teams that sit right now at 4 and 5 in the area on the district standings. Right now in 6th place is Princeton. With a 6-team district, the top 2 teams will get a bye. So whoever is in the 4th spot will host. Well, the way this works out, these are the 2 teams that are going to be in the 4 and 5 slot, so they will play each other tonight's game no matter what happens the rest of the season, will determine where Week 10 is played, because if Stanberry is able to defeat Albany, they would jump them even if Albany has more points. Albany has more points at the moment than Stanberry, but again, if they win, would be able to jump, so there would automatically be whoever, Albany or Stanberry, hosting week number 10. Depends on tonight's game.
Yeah, it's with everybody getting a guaranteed spot in the playoffs, some of these games that normally under normal circumstances wouldn't be that big of a game, but tonight's just about as big of a game as you could have between two teams with losing records. It's not only a conference game, but it's a district game, and it's
also a little bit of a rivalry game.
It's a rivalry game, and a home playoff game is at stake. So both teams definitely want to have that. We know that these two teams are going to be playing each other, so that's definitely in the back of their minds as well. And it's pretty crazy that this is already the second to last game of the regular season. The season just flies by every single time. It seems like it goes faster and faster. And, of course, Albany closes out next week against Pattonsburg, and Pattonsburg's been making a lot of statements. They've
got a big game tonight over in Pattonsburg as they take on Grant City in that game.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big conference and district game as well. So going to be fun to see how that one shakes out. But we've got this game 49, and again, between two teams with losing records, this is about as big of a game as you're going to get.
Yeah, because as the way it sits right now, again, Albany comes in with a record of 6-4. They've got 28.19 points. Don't ask me how the points matter. That's just Misha. I can't explain it. If you need to figure out how it's explained, go talk to Devin Albertson, Missouri 8-man. He'd be better to help you out with that. Stanberry comes in with a record of 1-6. They have 17.14 points. Again, you can't – if you win, you get a jump 1. But the way it is Pattonsburg is at the moment in first with a 7-0 record, 46.52 points. Worth County in second, 6-1 with a 4.286 points. King City 6-1, 40.52. So even if Worth County defeats Pattonsburg tonight and Pattonsburg loses to Albany on Monday or on next Friday, and let's say King City defeats Worth County, the way it works is you are allowed to jump one team to go up. That is it. So whoever jumps who, they cannot be jumped again, and the other team can't jump another. So you can only move up or down potentially one spot. So the way it will sit, Albany and Stanberry will more than likely will be facing each other week number 10. Just a matter of, is it in Stanberry, is it in Albany?
Yeah, I mean, a lot's been said about the Misha rankings. You can like it, you can love it, but that's how it is. So, yeah, like we said, big game tonight. Both teams hoping to come away with a win, and, of course, that matchup in 2 weeks on Halloween will be looming large in the background.
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we get set with our chat with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain, all part of your pregame tonight here on BTC Bank. Remember, tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good.
Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christy's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. And Coach, you're coming off a 58-24 victory last week on homecoming over Princeton. Talk about how important it is to always kind of get that homecoming win.
Well, homecoming is a great deal, terrific for our student body and our football kids and the school and the community. Celebrate a lot of traditions and, a lot of stuff going on, and it's a great thing to be a part of. On the flip side of that coin, us coaches maybe get a misconception that we don't like it because of all what can be distractions, and that's not the case. But there are plenty of things to do that take you away from the business at hand and get you out of a normal routine. Thought our kids handled it well, and a little sluggish to start perhaps, but there were a lot of things we did the way we wanted to do, and over the course of the game we were able to take advantage of some areas that we thought we could and put some separation between us. So a lot of credit to our kids on handling their business.
And then last week, our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards Player of the Games, we had a couple of them. At Elliott Mercer had about 185 yards, but it also went to the offensive and defensive fronts, and putting up 423 yards of total offense, 349 on the ground, only giving up 170 yards of offense to Princeton, 35 of that on the ground. Talk about how good that offensive and defensive front was last week.
Yeah, I really thought they played exceptional. We were able to win the line of scrimmage, and that was on both sides of the ball. Eliminated an entire facet of their dangerous attack. And then just we're able to do the things that we do best with the ball in our hands. And that, I think that's a deserving pick for you guys, because I thought they played outstanding.
And then this week you have a big matchup, not only conference play, regular season, but also for districts coming up. Basically determines who will be at home week 10. Talk about how important a win this week would be to have that home game week 10.
Yeah, you really just want to be 1-0 each week. It's two programs that are very familiar with one another, from the players and the coaching staffs across the board. They do a great job with their kids, have a great identity, really maturing and growing up, with a roster that pretty young coming into the season with a lot of pieces that varsity football would be new for. They're really kind of two mirror programs in terms of what we're trying to accomplish this year. And got a lot of respect for them. Be a big week for our kids. Every week's big, but, certainly want to continue to build on the momentum that we've created the last few weeks.
And then you kind of talked about how your teams kind of mirror each other. You've got Elliott Mercer in the backfield. They've got a good freshman. Again, it's another Schieber, Paxton Schieber. Talk about how you're trying to slow him down this week in the run game.
It's all about being physical at the point of attack, trusting your eyes and knowing what you're doing, getting there with great leverage. It's been a point of emphasis this week for us. There were times last week where our leverage was very poor and gave opportunities to good football players that didn't have to be there. And so, you mentioned freshman running back. He does a great job. They've got other pieces do a great job. They get off the ball up front. So we've got to be great with our eyes and our hands and get where we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to get there and make plays.
And then what are your keys to victory this week?
Win the line of scrimmage, win the turnover battle, and win special teams. And if we do those things, we give ourselves a chance.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you again for joining us, part of our BTC Bank pregame. We'll be back with the Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup in just a moment.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
At this time, if you'd all please stand and remove your hat, face the flag at the north end of the field. Our Stanberry Marching Bulldogs will play our national anthem. Thank you, Ben.
And now it is time for our Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Jared Owens. Number 7, Jace Palmer. Number 10, Elliot Mercer. Number 18, Carter Danner. Number 22, Will Fish. Number 44, Jay Anthony. Number 52, Cutter Peterson. Number 56, Shay Miller. Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Glenn Hamilton, Jake Nichols, and Seth Klein. Now, Bulldog fans, get on your feet. It's time to meet your starters for tonight's senior night. At linebacker, number 2, Max Hilton. Linebacker, number 4, Vincent Smithson. Defensive end, number 11, Jake Holtzclaw. Defensive end, number 12, Aiden Graham. Defensive back, number 14, Drew Parman. Linebacker, number 25, Pax Schieber. Defensive back, number 32, Parker Ginther. And defensive line, number 54, William Ellsworth. Bulldogs are coached by Shane Hilton, assisted by Jeffrey Morande, Chris Vandraska, Tyler Swayback, and Jerry McMillan.
So those again are your offensive starters for Albany and defensive starters for Stanberry. Let's go ahead and take a look at the offensive starters tonight for the Bulldogs. It'll be Hudson Groomer, Max Hilton, along with Jake Holtzclaw, Aiden Graham, Drew Parman, Pax Schieber, Connor Kehoe, and Luke Phipps. For Albany, the starting defense will be Jared Owens, Clayton Griffin, Jace Palmer, Elliott Mercer, Carter Danner, Jay Anthony, Cutter Peterson, and Porter Runnels. So again, those are tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. We'll get set with more BTC Bank pregame when we come back in just a moment as we get set for your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff in just a moment. Remember, tonight's pregame was brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good.
Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Hogue Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set for this Grand River Conference West football game tonight here on Albany TV. It's a matchup here between Stanberry and Albany. Albany wins the opening coin toss. They elect to receive. Stanberry will kick from right to left to start out the ball game. Kicking off here is going to be Thor Cameron. Or sorry, I take that back. It's Sam Simbro that's going to kick off. And back will be deep, will be Clayton Griffin. So Simbro will kick off from his own 30-yard line, just 4 minutes late after the lightning delay. This one going to be kicked deep, but is going to go out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, down at about the 12. We'll see where Albany will start out with the football tonight.
Well, Albany going to get some pretty good field position here after the kick goes out of bounds. And if you're a Warrior fan, you're definitely hoping for them to pick up right where they left off last week. Running the ball effectively, 2 or 3 guys really doing a lot of the heavy lifting. We know Elliott Mercer's going to put up numbers. They got to have that second or third option to back him up.
That penalty flag was brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Alone in the backfield is going to be Jace Palmer to start out the ball game. In motion will go Carter Danner. Fakes the handoff. Palmer keeping this one himself. Spins out of the tackle at midfield. Loses the football. And it's going to be fallen on here by the Warriors after a gain of 6 on the play. Falling on it is the center, Jay Anthony.
That was a great tackle. Helmet right on the ball. Warriors fortunate that it bounced right back into their arms. But we talked about the ball's going to be slippery tonight. And first offensive play, the Warriors cough it up, but lucky to get it back.
Brings up now a 2nd and 4. Elliott Mercer behind his quarterback, Palmer. And a penalty flag will fly prior to the snap. And we are going to have an encroachment call here against Stanberry. This penalty flag, again, brought to you by Sam Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And it is going to be enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services. So Albany with a 1st and 10 from the 36. Palmer again will keep it bouncing to the outside. Gets away from a tackle. And he is going to be taken down from behind, but not before he gets down inside the Stanberry 25 down to the 21. On the stop was Vincent Smithson.
Good run there by Palmer. They fake it to Mercer, and that's been really effective for the Warriors this season. The defense really wants to try and keep Mercer contained. So anytime they go play action, that usually opens up the field for whoever else they want to go to.
Again, another Smith Prudential Financial first down here for the Warriors. As again, it'll be Carter Danner to the right of Palmer with Mercer behind him on 1st and 10 from the 21. Handoff this time to Danner, trying to bounce it to the outside. Gets wrapped up by a couple of Bulldogs. Still keeps his feet churning, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on first down. Brings up a 2nd and 6 as Aiden Graham on the stop that time for the Bulldogs.
Short run there by Danner, but a nice job to fight for some extra yards. He was wrapped up pretty quickly after getting the ball there and was able to fight for some extra yards to make it 2nd and 6.
So a 2nd and 6 upcoming from the 17 for the Warriors. Out wide to the right is going to be Jared Owens. Handoff will go to Mercer. Bounces off one tackle and finally tripped up by Pack Schieber as he's going to be just shy of the 10-yard line and about a yard shy of the first down yard marker.
Good run there by Mercer. His first of the game. Nice job by him, as he always does, falling forward for those extra yards, and now a 3rd down and manageable here.
3rd and 1 here with 9:40 still left to play here in the first quarter. Warriors driving here on their first possession, and Stanberry again going to be called for a penalty. Again, it's going to be an encroachment called against the defense. Another first down here for the Warriors off of a penalty. It'll be a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line here for Albany. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sam Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And that's enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Carter Danner now to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. And another penalty flag is going to fly prior to the snap. And this time it's going to be the Warriors. They're going to be called for the Sam Phillips and Shelter Insurance penalty, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. So Warriors will go back to the 12-yard line, but they will keep that first down. It'll be a 1st and 15. Palmer will take the snap, hands this one off to Mercer, trying to bounce it to the outside. Gets away from one tackle, runs over a defender and takes it into the end zone. That's a Warrior touchdown. As Mercer puts the Warriors on the board first, they lead 6-0 with 9:05 left to play here in the opening quarter. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Warriors going to have to go for 2. Ricardo Kopp with an injury, so the extra point game not going to be a factor here in this one. Warriors going to have to go for 2 points every time.
Palmer hands this one off to Mercer, and he's going to be knocked down short of the goal line. 2-point conversion will fail. And it is a 6-0 Albany lead with 9:05 left in the first. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Quality you can trust right here at home.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set to start again after the Warriors pick up their first score of the night off of a touchdown run from Elliott Mercer to make it a 6-0 ball game. As Pax Schieber back on to kick off is Lauren Sandholzer. This one kicked on the ground, still bouncing, finally fallen on by Quinn Jensen at about his own 24-yard line.
Yeah, that kick took a funny bounce and dangerous there for Stanberry as the Warriors were almost able to grab that one, but they're going to take over here just shy of their 25-yard line. And Warriors were able to get a nice sustained drive, all on the ground. Now it's Stanberry's time to respond.
So a 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Underneath center. Pitch out now to Pax Schieber, and he's waiting for some blocks to form, and he's going to be tripped up after picking up about 2 or 3 yards on the carry on first down.
Yeah, we expect to see a lot of Pax Schieber here in this one, and we expected in the Princeton game, Princeton to be able to kind of go through the air a lot more. Really didn't get the pass game going here. Again, Stanberry's known for heavy run with Pax Schieber, but wouldn't be surprised they try and get a little creative here to try and take advantage of the Albany weakness through the air.
Drew Parman will take the snap. Underneath center again in motion will be Schieber. He'll take the handoff in the backfield, gets wrapped up, and he's going to lose a yard there on the play. And it brings up now a 3rd and 9.
Nice job by the Warriors there up front. Two plays in a row of short gains. If they can keep this up, get Stanberry in 3rd and longs, that's really going to be to their benefit. Try and get Stanberry in passing downs.
So a 3rd and 9 here for the Warriors. Defense against Stanberry's offense as Parman again will go underneath center. I formation. Pax Schieber the deep back, and they're going to get the Warriors jumping offside. This time it looked like Cutter Peterson up the middle. All right, take that back. They're going to get this one against Stanberry on the false start. This penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Wow, that's unfortunate for Stanberry. They were trying to get Albany to jump off sides, make that 3rd and 8 a 3rd and 3, but now it's going to be 3rd and 13. And once again, they like to run the ball, but 3rd and 13, pretty hard to go with the run play in this situation.
Max Hilton behind his quarterback, Parman in the I formation. Parman looking to pass. Here it sees some pressure. Rolling out. Looking down the field for Schieber. Pass going to fall incomplete just over his outstretched hand as it falls incomplete. Brings up now a 4th down. And it's a definite punting situation here for the Bulldogs.
Looked like Schieber had some space there. Throw just a little bit too far out of his reach. That's a good defensive drive here to start the game for the Warriors to make Stanberry go 3 and out.
Back to receive is going to be Clayton Griffin. On to punt is Parman as he'll punt this one away. Griffin will catch it. Backpedaling at about his own 21-yard line. Gets out of one tackle, runs into another, and before he's pushed out of bounds at about the Albany 33-yard line.
Well, good chance here for Albany to extend this lead. They had a great first offensive drive, drove right down the field and scored. They make Stanberry go 3 and out. Another drive like the first one here would seize the momentum here pretty far in their favor here early in the game.
Warriors lead 6-0, 7:13 left to play here in the first quarter. We started about 5 minutes late due to a lightning delay. And Warriors scored on their first possession. Stanberry had a punt on theirs. Albany's second possession starts now with Palmer. Handing this one off to Mercer. gets wrapped up, and Pax Schieber holds on to his ankles and knocks down Mercer at about the 36-yard line, a gain of just 3 on the play.
It's a nice tackle by Schieber to trip Mercer up. It looked like if he was able to kind of get out of that one, he was going to have a lot of running room. So nice play there by Schieber to bring Mercer down.
Wide out to the left is going to be Zayden Palmer here for the Warriors. Jay Anthony will snap it with Shea Miller to his right, Cutter Peterson to his left, Will Fish tight end to the right. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback. Danner will get the handoff, rushes up the middle, and he's going to be across midfield into Stanberry territory, about a yard shy of the first down, a gain of 6 on a 2nd and 7, that time by the sophomore Carter Danner.
Well, your offensive line really has picked up where they left off last week, really doing a nice job up front. We saw the same thing on the other side of the ball as well last drive.
So a 3rd and 1. We've seen a little bit of Palmer, Danner, and Mercer as Mercer gets this one again, bounces to the outside. He's got a lot of running room. He's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Warriors. But a flag on the play. And a Warrior down at about the 20-yard line. The penalty flag in the defensive backfield. So we'll see what this call is. Remember, either way, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty, and it's going to be a hold called against the Warriors from the Stanberry 24-yard line. It is going to give enough for a first down. But
wasn't quite sure what that play would be with the Warrior down on the ground. It thought maybe we were going to have a personal foul or something, but it ends up being holding. Not sure what caused that, but it looks like he's all right.
So it'll be a first down, a Smith Prudential Financial first down here for the Warriors. They lead 6-0 as that penalty flag erased, a Warrior touchdown. Danner gets the handoff, rushes up the middle. He's going to break loose. Danner going to take this to the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. No penalty flags down on that one.
Well, nice job by the Warriors. They had an unfortunate penalty there and immediately get it right back right away. And now leading by 2 possessions.
It's a 12-0 Albany lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Warriors again will go for the 2-point conversion with their kicker, Ricardo Kampf, out with an injury tonight. Palmer will take the snap. Fakes the handoff to Mercer, rolls out to the right, finds Will Fish in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Warriors lead 14-0 with 5:29 left here in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. 5:29 left to play here in the opening quarter. Albany with a 14-0 lead. Sandholzer again on to kick off here for the Warriors. Pax Schieber again deep. Last one a little squib kick by the Warrior Sandholzer. Another one of the Warrior pipeline kickers coming from Europe. This one again will bounce and is going to go out of bounds, though, inside the 25-yard line.
It's going to give Stanberry some pretty good field position.
I believe they'll start on their own 30-yard line. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Well, both teams like to run the ball, and whenever you have a combination like that, the clock does run pretty quick. So Stanberry does not want to fall behind too much here in this game, want to keep this one within striking distance. So got to get some points here on this drive.
5:28 remains here in the opening quarter. Again, Parman underneath center with Hilton behind him. The up back is going to be Schieber. Hand off to Hilton. He's going to be met at the line, falls forward picks up about 2 yards there on the play. On the stop that time, Jay Anthony and Carter Danner.
Nice job by the Warriors there. Once again, just not a whole lot of running room here for the Bulldog ball carriers. Just a gain of 2 there on first down.
And both these teams really want to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible. It's where their bread gets buttered. Again, it'll be the sophomore Drew Parman under center. And again, they're going to get the Warriors jumping, and the penalty flag this time is going to go against the Warriors for offside. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, it happened to Stanberry. Almost happened to the Warriors had it not been for the false start last drive. So definitely something you got to really eliminate. Just got to watch that ball.
I'm sure both coaches not excited to see all the penalty flags here in this first quarter here to start week number 8. Snapping the football is Hudson Groomer to his quarterback, Drew Parman. And Parman gets this one, or is able to keep that one. It was Max Hilton that got hit in the backfield there by Elliott Mercer. And Parman loses about a yard on the play.
Yeah, that was a big hit by Mercer. Hilton's probably a little upset. You don't want to take that big of a hit unless you have the ball because, man, Mercer really brought down the hammer off that fake.
Brings up a 3rd and long 3 here for the Bulldogs. We'll stay in the I formation. Hand it off to Schieber. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage trying to fight for extra yards. He's going to fight for a couple, but he's still going to be short of the line to gain, which is midfield, as he will be about a yard short and brings up a 4th and 1. And you would assume that the Bulldogs will go for it here a yard shy of midfield.
Yeah, I was going to say yard short of midfield. All you need is that 1 yard. Definitely a chance to go for it here. But the Warrior defensive line, you got to have in the back of your head. They're probably going to try and get you to jump off sides here. So got to be careful, and you got to watch that ball.
And if you're Stanberry, you might do a quick count and act like you're going to go offside and hurry up and hand this one off. They do. Max Hilton is going to get hit after he picks up 2 or 3 yards there on the carry on 4th and 1. It's enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, smart play by Stanberry there. They went a lot quicker on the count. It's really hard as a defense when all the offense needs is a yard to get a stop there. So nice job by Stanberry to move the chains.
Remember to keep your money moving towards retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Wingback is Schieber. He'll go in motion. It'll be a pitch to Schieber to the right, trying to cut it back. He's going to be wrapped up by Jay Anthony in the backfield. It'll be a loss of about 5 yards back to the 36-yard line.
Nice job by Anthony there. He doesn't as the center on offense, you don't hear his name a lot on offense, but, man, he makes a big difference there in that linebacker spot for the Warriors. He was a leading tackler last year, and he's got to be up there again this year as well.
Put him at the 37 to be a 2nd and 15 upcoming. Handoff will go to Hilton. A bad handoff, and it's going to be fallen on here by Elliott Mercer, as the Warriors are going to come away with the fumble recovery. So I don't believe Hilton ever quite got the ball tucked away, and the Warriors come away with the turnover.
Yeah, we talked about the turnover battle, and Stanberry coughs it up here for the first time in the game, and that's a big one for Albany as they already lead by 2 possessions. Now a chance to go up by 3 here with still just a little bit of time left to go in the first quarter.
And they'll start on the Stanberry 37.5-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:37 left to play here in the first quarter. Albany leading 14-0. Out wide to the right is going to be Jared Owens. Handoff will go to Elliott Mercer. He's going to pick up enough for a first down and then some as he picks up 11 on first down here for the Warriors. Enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Sometimes you'll hear coaches say that about 4 to 5 drives in a game are really what decide a game, and this feels like one of them here in this one. Albany with a chance to go up by 3 possessions could really extend their lead, but it's a big opportunity for Stanberry as well if somebody could step up and make a play, get a stop, or even get a turnover of their own.
Carter Danner will line up to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Danner gets the handoff, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 20-yard line, down to the 21 on the stop. That time is Aiden Graham.
Warriors getting many yards each time they run the ball. Gain of 5 right there. You'll always take a gain of 5 on first down.
Second and 5. There's about 15 seconds between the game clock and play clock here. Warriors will have to take a snap here in this first quarter, but this could be this probably will be the final play of the first quarter. Hand off to Mercer. Bounces it outside, takes it in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Mercer with his second of the night already from 21 yards away. And the Warriors lead 20-0 with 13 seconds still left to play here in the opening quarter. 2-point conversion yet to come.
It's a nice run by Mercer there, but again, offensive line by the Warriors opening up a nice gap for him to run through. Don't even think he was touched on that touchdown run. So the Warrior offensive line, just like last week, really doing a nice job here in this game.
On the 2-point conversion attempt, Jared Owens will line up wide out to the right. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. They hurry up and get the play off. Palmer keeps it himself, flips it for Elliott Mercer, but was he past the line of scrimmage will be the question. The referees are going to come and talk about it before they decide they're going to throw the penalty flag for an ineligible forward pass. 2-point conversion will fail. This penalty flag brought to you by Shelter Insurance and San Phillips, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. But remember, you can score a touchdown when you list Home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set to start this next drive here for the Bulldogs, as Sandholzer again will kick off. This kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Bounces on the ground, picked up at about the 25-yard line here by Sam Simbro. Still on his feet as he's going to cross midfield and finally taken down at the Albany 39-yard line.
Nice return there. Able to fight off a couple of Warrior tacklers, and then again took several Warriors to bring him down there, fighting those extra yards. It's a good return here for Stanberry. Set him up in good field position. This is a spot where you got to come away with some points here. You're starting on your side of the field, so got to come away with the touchdown here.
Yeah, they'll start on Albany's side of the field with 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, so this will be the final play of the quarter. We said there was already going to be that until Mercer decided to take it into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. In the shotgun this time is Parman. Runs the option, pitches it out to the right to Pax Schieber. On the outside, has a big run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. And it's going to be right at that first down yard marker. And it will be enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. And that is going to do it for the end of the first quarter of play. Warriors lead 20-0. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get ready to start second quarter action. It'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs from their Albany 29-yard line. Out wide to the right this time is going to be Aiden Graham. Also motioning out to the right is going to be Max Hilton. Pack Schieber will be behind his quarterback, Drew Parman, in the shotgun. In motion is Hilton. Handoff to Schieber. Trying to bounce it left. Cuts back out left. Still on his feet as he's chased from behind, and he's knocked out of bounds, but not before he picks up another first down for the Bulldogs. Brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial as he picks up 12 yards on first down.
A couple of nice runs in a row here for Schieber, and if Stanberry can get him going, that would be huge. The first couple drives, they kind of struggled to get the run game going, but that's 2 nice runs in a row, and Stanberry's knocking on the door here trying to get their first score of the game.
1st and 10 from the 18 here for Stanberry. Again, it'll be Graham and Hilton lined up wide to the left. Parman in the shotgun with Pack Schieber. Parman keeping it himself, and he's going to be taken down. Loses about a yard on the play. And it'll bring up now a 2nd and 11 as Jay Anthony, the first Warrior there.
Big second down play coming up here. Stanberry's got to try and get this to a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4. You don't want to be in 3rd and long, trying and then get yourself in a situation where you got to go for it. It's 4th and 8, 4th and 9 or whatever, and then you're in danger of coming away with nothing here after this good drive that you put together.
2 receivers to the left. Parman. Option to the right with Schieber. Keeps it himself, and he is going to take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Drew Parman on the quarterback. Takes it into the end zone. And it is a 20-6 now Albany lead as Stanberry tries to cut into it some more as they go for 2. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list home United Country Nelson real estate agent Timmy Wynn Siddons.
It's a nice option play. Nice job there by Parman to kind of fake the Schieber there. Of course, the Warrior defense is really going to be keyed in on him. So nice decision to keep that for himself and run it all the way in.
Actually, I take that back. They're going to go for the extra point here. Sam Simbro trying to kick. Makes it, but a whistle blows prior, and a penalty flag going to be called here against Stanberry for a false start. So this penalty flag is going to move them back 5 yards on the false start, back to the 8-yard line. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And we kind of missed it with Ricardo Kampf not being available tonight, being injured. This could be the first game in 8-man, I believe, that could have odd number at the end of the ball game. Is this one blocked by the Warriors? As it was Porter Runnels and Jay Anthony and Elliott Mercer that got in there and blocked it. So the extra point fails. 20-6. Albany leads with 11:08 left here in the second quarter.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
Sam Simbro on to kick off here for the Bulldogs after Stanberry gets onto the scoreboard for the first time here tonight, early in the second quarter. They trail, though, 20-6. Back deep to receive is going to be Clayton Griffin. Simbro set. And this one kicked deep. Griffin will catch it about his own 10-yard line. Trying to bounce to the outside on the right. Gets through a couple of tackles before he's taken down across the 25-yard line. Down at the 27 on the stop is Max Hilton.
Nice return there from Griffin as well. And big spot here for Albany, trying to get those points back that they gave up. And if Stanberry can get a turnover or a turnover on downs, stop in some way, that would be huge for them as well. That would provide them an opportunity to get this back to a one-possession game. So big drive coming up here.
1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Warriors with the lead 20-6. Wide to the left is going to be Zayden Palmer. Jace Palmer in the shotgun with Danner to his left, Mercer behind him. Palmer, they got kind of late on the play clock, had to hurry up and try and get the snap. Never quite had it before he tried to hand it off, and it falls to the ground, but recovered by the Warriors, a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, pretty much a wasted play there by the Warriors, and now got to try and get this back in just a couple of plays here. We'll see what happens on second and third down.
So bring up a 2nd and 12. Handoff this time goes to Mercer. Trying to bounce to the outside, wrapped up around the ankle. And there, tripping him up that time is going to be Drew Parman. But not before Mercer takes it across the 30-yard line, just shy of the 35, down at the 34.
So if the Warriors they only need a yard or two. And if they get that close, they probably go for it here. They would be close to midfield there. But if this is a loss or no gain, you might see them bring out the punt unit.
A 3rd and about 4 upcoming. Trying to get the Bulldogs to jump offside. They get back. Palmer will take the snap. Penalty flag is going to fly. And I believe they got Zayden Palmer to flinch. And it is going to be a false start called here against the Warriors. This penalty flag brought to you by Sam Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, that was right before the snap there, so just a tiny flinch there, a little bit early there for Palmer. And now the Warriors in a little bit of trouble here. Got to get a large chunk of this back, or else they're going to be forced to punt.
3rd and long 8 upcoming. Handoff to Mercer. No, keeping himself as Palmer. Tricks everybody out as he's along the sideline. Still on his feet. Takes this one into the end zone. That's going to be a Warrior touchdown. Jace Palmer decides to keep it on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone. 26-6. Warriors lead by 20. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Huge play there by the Warriors. Again, that was a dangerous situation there. If they didn't get many yards on that one, they would be forced to punt. And a great fake there by Palmer. Had the whole defense going to Mercer and takes it all the way in for 6.
2-point conversion upcoming. Danner to his left. Hand off to Danner. Takes this one. And he gets in. 2-point conversion is good. 28-6 is the lead here in favor of the Warriors with 9:18 left to play in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 9:18 left to play here in this second quarter. Lauren Sandholzer set to kick off for the Warriors. They lead 28-6 here over Stanberry in this matchup here in the Grand River Conference West. This one hits off of a Stanberry Bulldog on the front line. I believe it hit off a Hudson Groomer towards Aiden Graham, where he will fall on it on his own 34-yard line.
Well, the Bulldogs almost had the Warriors stop there on the last drive, but just couldn't quite get it done. Now back down by 22, but they were able to get some things going last offensive drive. Peck Schieber had a couple nice runs, so they're looking for continued success here, moving the ball on offense.
And Bulldogs will go back to that same style of offense that they were in last possession as Hilton comes in motion, handoff to Schieber up the middle. He'll break free. Pax Schieber going to take this one in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. But a penalty flag down. And this one, I believe, is coming back. And it is going to be a hold called against the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
and that will knock off a touchdown off the board here for Stanberry.
Yeah, that is a heartbreaker there for Stanberry. They got those points right back with the nice run there by Schieber, but it's going to come back a couple yards here, and they're going to have to try and do it again.
And remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And it's going to push them back to the 27-yard line. And it'll be a first. I'm going to put them all the way back at the 24-yard line. So it will be a 1st and 20 now here for the Bulldogs. Two receivers wide to the left. It'll be Parman and Schieber in the backfield. In motion is Hilton. Again, the handoff to Schieber, trying to, again, bring it up the middle. Now punches it out to the outside. He's going to be taken down. There on the stop is Carter Danner from behind, as he pulls him down at the Albany 29-yard line. But not before Schieber can flip the field. And that first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial.
Yeah, Stanberry's got Schieber working really nicely here, and Albany's got to call timeout.
It's timeout brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
After the Petty John Auto Center timeout, it'll be Stanberry football 1st and 10 at the Albany 29-yard line after a big run by Pax Schieber of 27 yards flipped the field. Again, it'll be Graham and Hilton to the left, as Hilton again will come in motion, and we're going to have another penalty flag coming out of the timeout, and I believe this one is going to go against Stanberry. This penalty flag is a false start called against the Bulldogs. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, I think the penalties adding up here is definitely not something you want to see for Stanberry, just hurting themselves with those penalties.
13 penalties already called here between the two teams, and we are not quite yet halfway into the second quarter of play. Parman looking to pass here on 1st and 15, rolling out, looking, finds his man and goes right off his hands. It was the tight end Jake Holtzclaw, unable to come in with the pass, had some room in front. Brings up now a 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Holtzclaw was open there, and it was a good pass, just couldn't quite haul it in there.
Taking his eye off the ball, looking upfield a little bit is what it looked like.
Yeah, he had some space, and when you have space, it's easy to take your eye off the ball and start running before you have it.
So a 2nd and 15 upcoming for the Bulldogs. Now out wide to the left is going to be Parker Ginther and Max Hilton. Hilton again will go in motion. Hand off to Schieber. This time going to get met in the backfield here by Elliott Mercer. And he is going to be stopped down after a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, that's why the penalties hurt so much there. They go backwards on 2nd down. Now 3rd down and long again. They're on the Warriors side of the field, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Don't quite know what the range is of their kicker, Simbro. They could maybe kick a field goal.
I think they're going to get a couple more
yards
yards before they do that.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a pretty big chunk here.
One receiver right, one receiver to the left. The receiver to the left is going to be Max Hilton. Receiver right was Graham. Again, here comes the pressure. And the pass that time from Parman intended for Pax Schieber is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, they're not going to be in range here. They were going to have to get at least probably to the 30 before you start getting in range for a kicker. Now 4th down and long. We'll see here what Stanberry does.
And it looks like they're going to put Parman back, but I believe we're going to have a weather stoppage here. There was a flash of light and then a big thunderclap, and we are going to have a weather delay here with 7:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Weather delays are at least 30 minutes from the last lightning strike. It is a 28-6 lead. We'll have more information for you when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Again, we are in a lightning delay here in Stanberry with 7:41 left to play here in the second quarter. It's a 28-6 lead here in favor of the Warriors. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats that we can bring you here from the game that we've had so far. For Stanberry passing tonight, Drew Parman 0 for 3. Rushing on tonight, Pax Schieber 8 carries, 44 yards. Drew Parman 3 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. Max Hilton 3 carries, 5 yards and a fumble. For the Warriors passing, no passes yet for Jace Palmer during regular. They have had a pass that was completed during the 2-point conversion attempt. Rushing tonight, Elliott Mercer, 7 carries, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 4 carries for 78 yards, a touchdown, and 2 fumbles. A lot of those yards coming on that last touchdown run that he had of about 50-some yards. And then Carter Danner, 4 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Brett, so far we've had a little bit. We talked about the rain that had already happened, the rain that could be coming. We've already seen a couple of times where the ball has hit the ground tonight here due to either a bad handoff, bad snap, and as we talk about that now, the rain comes down yet again here in Stanberry.
Yeah, I think this is the hardest it's rained since we got here to Stanberry. So even when it does quit raining tonight, the grass is still going to definitely be wet. That ball is going to be pretty damp all night long. So we'll see once the game resumes later on tonight. But, yeah, that's definitely going to be a factor is holding on to that football.
Yeah, it does look like there is a little bit of a line of storm still coming through here in Stanberry. We are going to go ahead and call this a broadcast for the moment. We will continue to give you updates on our Facebook page and our Twitter page, and we will be back whenever we get notice that we will be getting ready to restart the game. But again, tonight's broadcast here of Albany Stanberry football on Albany TV is brought to you by BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North, Hogue Lumber Company, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany, United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop along with Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs, B&B Barbecue, Lone Star Investments, all of Albany, Shadowfax in 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing, Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany, Big A Bistro in 136 in Albany, Williams Construction, Albany Booster Club, Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and Prairie New Shopper located in Albany. Again, we will give you a update whenever this game is getting ready to resume on our Facebook page. We'll be back with another video of this game later on here on Albany TV. And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as players now re-entering the field of play here in Stanberry after a lengthy delay here due to some lightning and some heavy rain. But again, teams are now coming back out on the football field. They will have about 5 minutes or so to warm up. So again, they're going to have about 5 minutes or so to warm up after a couple of them use the restroom, it looks like. But they'll have 5 minutes to warm up before we restart the game. Again, it's 7:41 left in the second quarter of play. Stanberry has the football just on Albany's side of the field, but are facing a 4th and 16 from the Albany 35-yard line. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. We do also have with halftime looming quickly, the band already gone here for Stanberry. They are going to do an abbreviated halftime, 5-minute halftime with a 3-minute start then on the clock as well for the officials. So there will be 8 minutes of halftime is what we have. But again, we are getting ready to restart this game here with a 28-6 Albany lead with 7:41 left here in the second quarter.
So the Warriors had just got the Bulldogs in what looks like going to be a punting situation, 4th and long. I believe they were on Albany's side of the field, but we'll see what they do on 4th down coming up. But when you have a delay like this, it's always tough because you go through your warm-up, you get ready to play a game, and you're in game time mode, and then all of a sudden you have to get back on the bus and sit there for a little bit and then come back out, get warmed back up again, and then get back in game time mode. So it is possible. Sometimes you see teams come out flat. The Warriors were playing pretty well there right when the game got delayed. Of course, if you're a Warrior fan, you're hoping they can get right back to doing that as we resume play here in a few minutes.
And you kind of talked about it. You go in with there not being really a shelter area. Both teams have to go and sit on their buses. You're on that bus for about a half hour. You're taking your pads off, taking your helmet off, obviously. You're sitting on that bus. You're still in a lot of wet clothing, and you're just kind of sitting in that for 30 minutes or so, and you have to try and keep yourself in that mindset that, hey, we're in the middle of a football game. Yeah, I'm sitting on here on the bus, but at any moment they're going to tell us, okay, we can go back out on the field. We have to go get warmed back up and go out there and hit somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think anybody likes a delay. The fans don't like it. Nobody likes it. The players, the coaches, it just totally kind of takes everyone out of the rhythm, makes things longer, and we kind of see how they're going to make the halftime go by a little bit quicker. And another thing, if you look at the radar, it does seem like maybe there could be some more storms coming our way. So I think once we get to halftime, they could call it if it was going to be a delayed storm that took several hours out of this one. We'll just see what they do here. But still just under 8 minutes to go here in this half. There's still a bit of football to play before that's even a question. But, again, that's going to be looming here in the second half as well. We're just hoping for that rain to hold off a little bit longer.
And, again, like to thank all of our sponsors that are helping you bring you this broadcast of Stanberry Albany football, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop, Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing and Deb's Dinky Diner of Albany, the City of Albany, Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery New Shop are located in Albany. And again, Brett, the other thing we talked about, kind of like we said at the beginning of the game, with this wet field, that ball is going to be wet. You have to make sure you hold on to this football.
Yeah, right after we went off the air, the rain really picked up, and it rained pretty hard on the field there for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then kind of a steady rain after that. The rain stopped now, but, again, the grass is going to be extremely wet. The field's going to be a little slippery, and the ball is going to be slippery as well. So definitely got to have two hands on the football, protect that thing at all costs. We've already seen Stanberry fumbled it and lost it. Albany has a fumble as well. They were fortunate that they were able to fall on it and recover it, but that's definitely going to be a factor moving forward.
And then we also talk about not only that, but also for these teams, there's been a lot of penalty flags so far already in this game, over 13 penalties called between these two teams through not quite the first quarter and a half of football. Now you kind of got taken out of your element. You have to get back into your element. You have to make sure your mindset is right, or you could really be in a bad spot, as it looks like you're already going to see, especially now, talked about being on that bus. We're seeing some Albany and Stanberry football players getting stretched out. Cramping could be an issue coming back into this ball game.
Yeah, and like you said with the penalties, those are just, especially the pre-snap penalties, those are really you got to believe that coaches really don't like that at all. It's just lack of focus a lot of times, especially when you jump off sides, you're not watching the football, false starts, you're just not focused on what you're doing. You got to be a disciplined football team. Both teams have had that problem a little bit here in the first half, so definitely looking to clean that up here as we head into the last just under 8 minutes in the first half and then the rest of the game.
Taking again a look at the stats from the part of the football game that we've already had. Stanberry, Drew Parman 0 for 3 passing on the night, rushing on the night. Pack Schieber leading the way, 8 carries for 44 yards. Drew Parman 3 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. Max Hilton 3 carries for 5 yards and has that fumble. Albany has not yet thrown the ball through the air except for on a 2-point conversion. Rushing the football tonight, Elliott Mercer, 7 carries, just 1 yard shy of 100 with 2 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 4 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown. He has fumbled the ball twice, but again, the Warriors were able to recover on both of those. And then Carter Danner, 4 carries for 49 yards and a touchdown. And again, a lot of those 78 yards for Jace Palmer came on that 1 touchdown run that he had here in this second quarter.
Yeah, it's possible that both Mercer and Palmer both could be at 100 yards rushing by the end of the first half. So that's definitely an area that Stanberry is going to try to slow them down in.
So, again, it looks like just as it was set right before the lightning occurred, Drew Parman back looking like he's going to punt this one away for the Bulldogs, facing a 4th and 16 from his own 35-yard line.
Yeah, they are on Albany's side of the ball or side of the field, but just too long here. 4th and 16. You just can't go for this.
So we're waiting on the play clock to start, and then we will get set. And a towel comes flying from one of the Stanberry Bulldogs' sideline, goes right in the face of Elliott Mercer, so they have to pause it for a moment. And now we are back to football action here on Albany TV in Stanberry. Snap here to Parman, gets this one off. High end over end kick is going to bounce into the end zone, touchback, and Albany will take over on their own 15-yard line.
Right when we said the rain has stopped here, now a light drizzle coming back down on the field. I don't know why I never learned my lesson and not saying things like that. It never works out.
The curses of the announcer are real.
Yeah, that's right.
So again, Albany will have it on their own 15-yard line as, again, rain starts to fall in Stanberry yet again. 7:33 left here in the second quarter. Albany ahead 28-6. Jace Palmer will take the snap, hands it off to Elliott Mercer up the middle, and he'll pick up 5 yards on first down. As Ellsworth there in on the stop that time for the Bulldogs. So 2nd and 5 is, you know, the Warriors, especially with this lead, really want to keep this ball on the ground, continue to milk that clock. Again, we will have an abbreviated halftime as well if we can make it there. Palmer hands this one off to Danner, spins out of one tackle, loses a shoe or a wristband or something came flying, but Danner down after a 5-yard pickup, enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
You talk about the Warriors wanting to keep the ball on the ground here with a decent-sized lead, but also because conditions like this, throwing the ball is just not really a wise thing to do, and the Warriors that they don't do that well anyway to begin with, so definitely going to keep the ball on the ground.
Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer on first down. Keeping himself is Palmer. Gets out of a couple of tackles, trying to cut it back up to the middle. And he is going to be taken down as he falls forward. And he's going to pick up 8 yards on first down, brings up a 2nd and 2. And we have an equipment timeout, so a Bulldog get his helmet fixed. As again, the rain really starts to fall now here in Stanberry again. The teams really have not faced this yet. All the times where it's been hard rain, they've been out for a weather delay due to lightning. This time Mercer going to take the ball out to the outside. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down to the backfield. There on the stop that time for the Bulldogs was Thor Cameron.
Yeah, raining pretty hard now, but as long as all it does is rain, they're going to keep playing this. And, again, it's a different environment to play in whenever you got a rainy night like this. It makes things a whole lot tougher.
And you just have to remember, if you're a player, remember whenever you were a young kid, this is all you wanted to do was go out there and play in the mud. And this one, hand off to Mercer. And he's going to be just shy of the first down yard marker, down with a yard short, be a 4th and 1.
Well, 4th and 1 here for the Warriors. They are just shy of their own 35-yard line. We'll see here what they do.
They're going to try and get Stanberry more than likely to jump offside as the rain slows down a little bit. Still raining, though, here in Stanberry. 4:33 left here in the second quarter. Albany leading 28-6. Direct snap to Mercer. Takes it up the middle. Carries defenders. He's across midfield down to the Stanberry 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there by the Warriors as Palmer comes up close to the line of scrimmage. It's Mercer behind center in the backfield. He's just going to push up front. Everyone blocking for him right up the middle. All they needed was a yard. He got a yard and plus several more.
It's enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Underneath 4 minutes left here in this first half. Warriors again go to the same formation, giving it to Mercer. Direct snap. And he's going to be tackled forward. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry across the 35-yard line down to the 34.
First time we've seen this formation out of the Warriors with Mercer taking that direct snap. And we've seen an empty backfield before, but it's been Palmer taking the snaps, and kind of wondered in the back of your mind if they ever would try that with Mercer, just to kind of spread things out for him. They don't have any receivers out wide, but this does give a different look.
Grayson Miller in at tight end on the left. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback. Danner gets the handoff, runs into a couple of blockers and a couple Stanberry defenders, loses the football, but he was down prior to the ball coming out as he gets across the 30. It could be right near the first down yard marker. They can mark him just shy.
Third down 1.
So down right at about the 30-yard line, it'll be a 3rd and 1 here for the Warriors. 2:43 left to play here in the second quarter. 28-6, 22-point lead for Albany as they drive here on the Bulldogs. Coming out of the lightning delay. Handoff goes to Danner, and he'll have enough for a first down as he picks up about 3 yards on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Warriors moving the ball pretty effectively here, also bleeding that clock out. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. Stanberry's not going to have a lot of time here if they get the ball back.
Again, both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. Hand off to Mercer. Goes up the middle. He's going to take it across the 25-yard line. He'll be down at about the 22. I actually take that back. The Warriors only have 2 timeouts remaining. They did use 1 prior to the lightning delay. Be a 2nd and 4 upcoming. Handoff will go to Mercer. Spins away from some tacklers. Carries a couple Stanberry tacklers, and he'll be down at about the 15-yard line. Enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down after a 7-yard pickup on 2nd and 4.
So clock stops momentarily while they move the chains, but now rolling again. 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go in the first half.
And coming out of the lightning delay with 7:41, Stanberry punted it in the back of the end zone. Warriors have done everything since. Passed it. Will Fish takes it into the end zone. Warriors touchdown.
Again, that play-action play. The defense bites on the fake, trying to stop Mercer. And Will Fish just wide open over the middle of the field, and an easy touchdown for the Warrior tight end.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 34-6, Albany with the lead, trying to take a 30-point advantage with 52 seconds left here in the first half. Wide out to the left is going to be Owens. Palmer will take the snap. Hands off to Mercer. Finds his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Albany now with the 30-point lead as they lead 36-6. We'll be back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. It looks like the rain again has subsided, at least for the moment, as Sandholes are ready to come on and kick here for the Warriors. And the Warriors' regular kicker, Ricardo Kampf, injured tonight, not in the game. This one is going to bounce, picked up here by Quinn Jensen. And he's going to carry it across the 30, and he'll be down about the 33-yard line.
So 46 seconds left here for Stanberry, but they do have all 3 timeouts, but not a lot of time here left in the half, and we know that they rely heavily on the run. So we'll see here if they'll probably try and get a big run early, but if they're not moving the ball, they're going to have to try and do something through the air here to get some points before halftime.
And again, Stanberry does have all 3 timeouts remaining here with 46 seconds left. Taking the snap is Parman, flipping it out to Schieber, and he's going to be wrapped up, taken down to the backfield, a loss of a yard. A timeout going to be called here by the Bulldogs. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry, coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Stanberry football, 2nd and 10, 37 seconds left here in the second quarter. They'll have it on their own 34-yard line.
First down play for Stanberry went nowhere. So, again, they're going to have to, as time continues to dwindle down here, now down to 2 timeouts, may have to try for a big chunk play here to get closer to that end zone.
Wide out to the left is going to be Vincent Smithson and Max Hilton. Hilton goes in motion. Parman looking to pass across the middle, jumping up and knocking it down is Elliott Mercer. Don't know who was even in the area that pass was going to, but Mercer knocks it down, and it brings up now a 3rd and 10.
It's a nice play by Mercer. It looked like there was a slant coming open over the middle of the field. Looked like they were going to have some room to run, but a nice job by Mercer to keep eyes on the quarterback there and time that up perfectly to get a hand and bat that ball down.
So a 3rd and 10 upcoming from their own 34-yard line with 35 seconds still remaining. One receiver out wide to the left is going to be Schieber. Out to the right is going to be Parker Ginther. Looking to pass. Here comes pressure. Getting out of it is Parman. He'll throw, and it's going to be intercepted here by Jace Palmer. Still on his feet, trying to cut it back to the near side. He's taken down near what was the original line of scrimmage. And now, with 21 seconds left, the Warriors can tack on some more points here before half.
Yeah, that was it was a 3rd and long play. Parman there just trying to make something happen, but just kind of floated that pass up there right to Palmer. And now the Warriors going to take over on downs. 21 seconds to go here, and still 2 timeouts.
So Albany will have a 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line, and Stanberry is going to use up one of their 2 remaining timeouts. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments,
Warriors
Albany,
look
Missouri.
for a snap, trying to throw it out to Zayden Palmer on look to be a double pass. But the pass goes too far over his head. Incomplete. Warriors quickly came out of that timeout trying to set up a trick play. But it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, that was a backward pass too. So Warriors are going to lose quite a bit of yardage there.
Yeah, they're going to push this one back all the way to the 36 6-yard line here of Stanberry.
Throw is just a little bit too high from Palmer to Palmer.
Bring up a 2nd and 19. And again, Warriors, we're going to hurry up and come out, but they're going to end up calling a timeout. It'll be their second Petty John Auto Center timeout. They'll have one timeout remaining. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook.
And coming back out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout, a quick pass out to Zayden Palmer, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and then about an extra yard before he's pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So he picks up 10 yards on a 2nd and 19 play.
So he gets a little bit more back than what they lost on that failed attempted trick play, and now 12 seconds to go. So not a lot of time for the Warriors, probably just time for 2, maybe 3 plays.
They do have one timeout remaining. It's a 3rd and 9 from the Stanberry 34. Faking the handoff to Mercer, keeping it himself is Palmer here on the near sideline. And he does not get out of bounds as he's down right near the 15-yard line. They're going to put him down at the 16.
So Warriors going to have to burn a timeout here. 2 seconds to go. So one shot at the end zone here.
They're trying to figure out whether he was out of bounds or not. He was not, so the Warriors are going to burn that timeout. And that is going to be the final Petty John Auto Center timeout here of the half. And with 2 seconds left, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Stanberry 16-yard line. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Albany leading 36-6. 2 seconds left here in the half. And it's a 1st and 10 from the 16 for the Warriors. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Alone in the backfield is Palmer. Looking for a quick pass to Elliott Mercer on the left side on the screen. The Stanberry defender falls down, goes for the end zone. He is going to be pushed out of bounds shy at about the 2-yard line. And that will do it for the end of the first half.
It was a great effort by Mercer. We just could not quite get it into the end zone to finish off the play.
So it's a 36-6 Albany lead here at half. Again, we're going to have an abbreviated halftime. We'll be back after a quick Albany Hy-Vee timeout. Remember, this halftime on Albany TV brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Back with more in a moment.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students. Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Quality you can trust right here at home. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Taking a look at the stats from the first half for Stanberry. Drew Parman 0 for 5 through the air with one interception. Rushing on the night, Pack Schieber 9 carries, 44 yards. Drew Parman 3 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. Max Hilton 3 carries for 5 yards. For the Warriors passing, Jace Palmer is 3 for 4 on the night for 42 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Will Fish, 1 catch for 15 yards and a touchdown. Elliott Mercer, 1 catch for 14 yards. Zayden Palmer, 1 catch for 10 yards. Rushing on the night, Elliott Mercer, 14 carries, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 7 carries, 95 yards, a touchdown. And Carter Danner, 7 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown.
Well, after the delay, it was not abbreviated.
It was not an abbreviated delay, no.
After the longer first half, the Warriors continue. It seemed like they kind of kept that groove going that they built up there in the first half. Stanberry really got their back against the wall here at the end of the first half. It is 36-6, and fortunately they were able to get Elliott Mercer out of bounds just before the first half ended, or else it was going to be at least a 36 point deficit they were facing. But I think Stanberry, the thing is they need to get Pack Schieber going, but unfortunately they're down by 30 points and they don't have a lot of time to waste. So he was really doing a lot of good work for him there early in the game. They're going to try to get back to him here in the second half, but again, they don't have a lot of time to waste.
Yeah, and, for both teams here, again, you have this abbreviated halftime. You kind of have to figure out what you're going to do. I mean, no, Stanberry went down to the end of the end zone, kind of have a meeting. Warriors elected to just kind of stay on the sidelines, talk a little bit, and just kind of make sure they continue to stay loose because really coming out of that weather delay, it seemed like the Warriors, granted they did get the ball coming right out of that, but through what was, I would say, a pretty significant rainfall, the Warriors were able to keep the ball on the ground, continue to methodically move it down the field, and then we're able to throw that play-action pass to Will Fish where we thought this ball isn't leaving Elliott Mercer, Jace Palmer, and Carter Danner's hands, and immediately they start throwing the football.
Yeah, and that was that play action has been there for the Warriors basically all season because Mercer is such a big name. People really want to try and slow him down. It's really only been Worth County that's really been able to do it successfully. So when he's working, and then you could get that play action in there, that's just a deadly play here for the Warriors. And speaking of the rain, it's possible that we're not out of the woods yet on that. Radar does seem to have just a few different storms in different places, so we'll have to see. We're hoping that it doesn't contain any lightning or anything, but we may not be out of the woods yet. Luckily, we're past halftime now, so that at least we have that going for us, but this rain could continue to be a factor.
And we still have about 2.5 more minutes before the second half kickoff, so we're going to be back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax just off of US 136 in Albany. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get ready to start second half action. It is a 36-6 Albany lead. Albany kicking off. It'll be Lauren Sandholzer again kicking off. Back to receive the kick is going to be Pack Schieber. This one is going to bounce. Picked up by Quinn Jensen, and he's going to be hit hard out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Picked it up about his own 25, and then got all of Elliott Mercer.
Well, if you're Stanberry here, you got to go the rest of the game and try and get points on every drive. You just don't have a whole lot of time left, and you can't let clock continue to run here without getting some points out of it. So that's part one, but part two is trying to slow down this Albany Warrior rushing attack. But right now you have the ball. Let's try and get in the end zone.
Two receivers to the left. In the shotgun is going to be Parman with Schieber. Right next to him in motion is going to be Hilton. Schieber will get the handoff. He's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to be right at about the line of scrimmage, back at about that 34-yard line.
Run right up the middle there by Schieber, and Warrior defense was right there to keep that to a short gain. I expect Stanberry to go to some more outside stuff to try and get Schieber in open space. That's where he's had most of his success here in this game.
I said, and for the Bulldogs, you talked about it. Really, in the first half, what's really killed them is negative plays, but also the penalties have pushed them back. And on a 2nd and 10, Parman will flip this one out to Schieber on the option, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds after a short yard pickup there on the stop. Clayton Griffin and Jace Palmer. Be a gain of 2 on the play that time from Schieber.
Nice job there by Palmer to keep pushing Parman, keep pushing him to the outside. Eventually he had to pitch it there and then had to make the tackle as well. Bring up third down.
Be a 3rd and 8 here for the Bulldogs. Again, it'll be Graham and Hilton out wide to the left. In motion will go Hilton. And they're going to get Elliott Mercer off sides. That penalty flag is going to help the Bulldogs pick up a couple of yards. It'll be a 3rd and manageable. It'll be a 3rd and 8. This penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, Mercer initially was lined up right there on the edge, and then right when the snap count begins, he kind of shifted more inside. He's been doing that pretty much all game, and just got a little bit too far ahead of himself there, jumped off sides a little bit.
Schieber again in motion. Schieber going to the outside, has enough for a first down, and he's going to be taken down right around the 30-yard line. Anthony finishes him off as Schieber picks up a first down, brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial.
Another good run there by Schieber again to the outside. That's where he did have the one run right up the middle that he took for a touchdown. Was called back for holding. But other than that, most of his success has come getting to the outside, getting in space.
1st and 10 from the Albany Warrior 31-yard line. 36-6, Albany with a 30-point lead. Just over a minute gone here in the second half of play. And now the Bulldogs are going to be called here for a false start, I believe. This penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. As it'll be a 1st and 15 following the false start there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's the type of stuff you don't want to have, especially when you're a run-heavy team trying to make up a 1st and 15. Just makes things a whole lot tougher on you as an offense.
Max Hilton in the backfield. Schieber, the wingback, will go in motion. Flip out to Schieber, trying to get it here to the near sideline. Now cutting it back towards the middle. And he's going to be wrapped up and taken down. Carter Danner, Jay Anthony there. It's a gain of 4. Brings up now a 2nd and 11.
Get some of those penalty yards back, all of them but 1. So now 2nd and 11. Going to need to have a good chunk play here on 2nd down. Make this at least a 3rd down and manageable.
.05 left here in this 3rd quarter. As time continues to tick away. Shotgun formation here for Parman. The sophomore will take a snap in motion. Will go Hilton. Looking to pass. Finds Hilton. Has a little bit of steam ahead, and he's going to run through the tackler and Clayton Griffin as Hilton takes it across the 25-yard line to be about a yard shy of the first down. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
It's a nice play there, and that's what Stanberry's going to have to do a lot more of is short passes that aren't quite runs, but they're basically just extensions of the run game. Just kind of short wheel routes to the running back that are short passes, get the ball out quick, just to kind of give the Warriors a different look.
In motion will go Hilton, and again a penalty flag will fly prior to the snap, and this time it's going to go against the Warriors for an offside. This penalty flag is brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. This first down is brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. 2 receivers to the right are Graham and Hilton. As Hilton in motion, keeping it himself as Parman rushing it up the middle, and he's going to be taken down there on the stop that time for the Warriors. Was Jace Palmer, but not before. Parman can pick up big yards on first down. He'll pick up 9, bringing up to 2nd and 1.
Yeah, nice run there by Parman. Again, going ever since that first drive, Stanberry's pretty much got out of the I formation, kind of spreading the Warriors out a lot more here, and that's really opened things up a lot more for the run game.
8:20 left here in the opening quarter. A 2nd and 1 from the 8-yard line for the Bulldogs. In motion goes Hilton. Parman flips it out to Schieber on the outside. Steps over one tackler, and he's going to be taken down out of bounds, but not before he picks up enough for a first down. And that first down was brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services.
Another nice run there by Schieber, and this is a chance on 1st and goal here for the Bulldogs that you can't afford to waste here. You've spent a good chunk of the clock. You've exerted a lot of energy to get this far. You got to finish the drive here.
Be a 1st and goal from the 6 for Stanberry. A trail by 30. Parman underneath center I formation for the Bulldogs. Handoff will go to the back, and Schieber gets out of a couple of tackles before he's finally taken down there by Jace Palmer. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
First time in a while I think we've seen Stanberry go to the I formation, and it's a no gain there. Warriors have done a nice job when Stanberry's in the I formation here in this game.
Harmon will come back to the huddle. As now 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Stanberry has eaten up 5 minutes here to start out the third quarter on this one drive. They'll stay in the I formation on 2nd and goal, giving it to Schieber. Cuts back inside, now cuts back in the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice shifty run there by Schieber. Made a couple of guys miss, and that was just what Stanberry needed here. Now 2-point conversion coming up. After this 2-point conversion, the defense is going to have to make some plays of their own.
36-12 is the lead for Albany. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your own United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. I formation, Parman underneath center, handing it off to Schieber. He's going to get ate up in the backfield by a host of Warriors. 2-point conversion will fail. 36-12 is the 24-point Albany lead. 6:45 left in the third. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Want to relive some of Albany TV's greatest moments?
The full court shot, and he makes it! Oh my goodness, he makes it! His shot at the buzzer. Banks it!
Catch it online. Albany TV's YouTube page has almost every ball game from 2018 till today right at your fingertips. Watch classic broadcasts, cheer on your favorite teams, and share the memories with family and friends. Subscribe now to Albany TV-Mo on YouTube and relive the game. This kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Sembro set to kick off. Clayton Griffin back to deep to receive about his own 8-yard line. Sembro will kick this one deep. Griffin will step back, catch it about his own 8. Down the far sideline. He is going to be taken down right near about the 25-yard line.
Well, that first drive there for Stanberry took about almost half of the quarter here. So they don't want to allow Albany to eat up a bunch of clock here on this drive. Even if they don't come away with points, eating away 4 or 5 minutes would really hurt the Bulldog cause here. So gotta at least try for maybe just one first down, but a 3-and-out would be ideal.
Out wide to the left is going to be Owens. Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer, with Elliott Mercer behind him. Mercer will get the handoff. And he's down the far sideline off to the races. Elliott Mercer is going to put this one in the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Touchdown, Warriors.
You were saying, Brett?
Yeah, it's. I was just about to say that is not what you want at all. You just spent half a quarter trying to get down the field. You get the points, and then Albany gets them right back in one play.
And back out to a 30-point lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Warriors to take their largest lead of the night.
If there is a silver lining, though, it's that drive didn't take 6 minutes.
That is true.
It was fast, so still plenty of time.
Handing this one off. That time to Gavin Pickering. And he does not make it into the end zone. 2-point conversion will fail. It stays at a 30-point lead, 42-12. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. Sandholzer back on to kick here for the Warriors. In this kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. It's a 30-point lead, 42 to 12 in favor of Albany. Again, this one going to be picked up by Quinn Jensen. And this time he's going to be wrapped up at the 30-yard line as he'll pick up just about 4 yards there on that kick return.
Well, it was a good drive last time out for Stanberry. The problem is that they just gave up a score right away. But it seems like they found a way here on offense to move the ball effectively. So they just got to keep going to that. But the longer they allow Albany to keep moving the ball themselves, it's just going to get tougher and tougher because they're just going to run out of time.
1st and 10 here for the Bulldogs from their own 30-yard line. In motion will go Hilton. Parman keeps it himself, runs up the middle, and he's met by the opposing quarterback in Jace Palmer, shy of midfield by about 2 yards, brings up now a 2nd and 8.
Nice carry
or
there.
2nd and 2, sorry.
Nice carry there by Parman as it's kind of a delayed quarterback keeper there. It looked like for a minute he was going to drop back to pass, and then he saw a hole open up and got 8 yards on it. So nice run there on 1st down by the Stanberry quarterback.
Wide out to the right is going to be Vincent Smithson, along with Hilton, who I'm sure will go in motion here as he does. Looking to pass again is Parman. Has a nice pocket now, starting to see some pressure, rolling around, trying to find somewhere to go. He has enough for a 1st down as he crosses midfield down to the Albany 37-yard line.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit more of that out of Stanberry going forward, trying to take some shots down the field just because, again, they are playing against the Warriors and the clock right now. But we talk a lot about how the Warrior pass defense, it's been a weakness of this team, but a nice job there. Parman could not find anybody open, had to settle for the yards on the ground, but he did pick up the 1st down.
Had 1st down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. On 1st and 10, Hilton will go in motion, and a penalty flag is going to fly prior to the snap. And they're going to get a encroachment called here against the Warriors. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, the pre-snap penalties are really piling up now for both teams. I think we've seen more pre-snap penalties in this game than any other.
I think we've seen more in tonight's game than we've seen all season.
You're probably right.
So right now, I have about 18 penalties called so far tonight between the two teams. Schieber on a delayed handoff. It's going to be hit in the backfield. Porter Runnels was there. And they're going to mark him down at about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, Stanberry had to rush up to the line of scrimmage there as when they broke the huddle, there was only about 8 seconds left on the play clock, so that whole play was kind of rushed from the very beginning.
Be a loss of 4 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 9. Again, it'll be Smithson and Hilton out wide to the right. And a botched snap, and having to jump on at that time is Parman, but he's going to lose a yard on the play and brings up now a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, all those penalty yards or those 5 penalty yards that Stanberry got from the Albany penalty now erased, and now it's 3rd down and 10. It's a big play coming up for Stanberry again. Probably going to be 4-down territory here because Stanberry really needs points.
3rd and 10 from the Albany 36-yard line. This is about the same area where we came back from the weather delay that Stanberry had and ended up punting, but that was a 4th and 15. Parman looking, finds Max Hilton on a short little pass across the line of scrimmage. He'll get across the 30-yard line down at the 29. It'll be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, so like you said, 4th down and 2 coming up. Definitely going to see Stanberry go for it here. And Albany's got to be aware they might try and get you to jump off sides. They might not, but, of course, you really don't want to jump off sides because you already got caught with that once. Don't want to let it happen again. You don't want to give them this 4th down for free.
And if you're Stanberry, you have to make sure that you don't have a illegal motion or something like that prior to the snap. It has to push you back. 4:25 left, and again, we're going to get a penalty called here against the Warriors. And picking up a first down here is going to be Stanberry, a Smith Prudential Financial first down after the San Phillips and Shelter Insurance penalty flag, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, 4th down and 2, or even 4th down and 1, 4th down and 2, it's hard to stay disciplined because you're trying to get through that line and stop the running back who doesn't need a whole lot of yards, but you got to be disciplined. You can't jump off sides.
Parman with Schieber behind him. In motion will go Hilton. Looking to pass is Parman. Looking for Schieber. Pass goes incomplete. Jace Palmer just got into his eyesight right as the ball was coming and kind of took his eyes off the football momentarily, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, again, another pass there from Stanberry. Didn't see any of them in the first half. Now passing it a little bit more here in the second half. Just couldn't quite connect there on that one.
4:20 left to play in the third quarter. Parman flips it out to Schieber on the option. Now trying to cut it back inside. And nobody left on the other side of the field as he cuts it back in, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Paxton Schieber.
Yeah, and a couple of missed tackles there by the Warriors, and a nice job by Schieber to break free and cut back across the field for a nice easy touchdown there. And again, Stanberry with their second straight touchdown drive.
Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Simmons. So on the 2-point conversion attempt, Stanberry will go I formation with Parman underneath center. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, empty bootleg to the left, takes it into the end zone, touchdown. Our 2-point conversion is good here for the quarterback, Drew Parman, making it a 42-20 lead in favor of Albany. 4:11 left here in the third. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Remember, this kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Sam Simbro on to kick off here for the Bulldogs. Back deep again is Clayton Griffin. Simbro set to kick off. This one going to be not quite as long as it's caught here by Gavin Pickering at his own 30-yard line. He's across midfield here on the near sideline, and he's going to be pulled down from behind, but not before he takes it into Albany to Stanberry territory inside the Stanberry 25.
Nice return there by Gavin Pickering, able to get to the outside. The Bulldogs tracked him down, though, but it's going to be great starting field position here for Albany.
They'll start at the Stanberry 23-yard line for a 1st and 10. Warriors were able to score on the first play of their last drive with a 54-yard touchdown run by Elliott Mercer to answer the Stanberry touchdown. They'll now start here on the Stanberry 23, 1st and 10. Palmer hands it off to Mercer. He'll get out of a couple of tackles, and he'll finally be pulled down, but not before he takes it inside the 10-yard line, and he's going to be just shy of the 5-yard line, down at the 7. Another big run, that time by Elliott Mercer. And remember, that first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services. And already on the night for Mercer, 16 carries, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Again, those are unofficial stats. So 1st and 10 from the 7. Hand off to Danner up the middle. Now taken out of his hands by Paxton Schieber, and he's running the other way. And he'll be taken down at the 30-yard line. A penalty flag, though, down near where the strip occurred.
I mean, this is huge. If it's on Albany, play's going to stand. And it is going
to go against Albany.
Yeah, it's a big turnover. Stanberry now down 22. Touchdown here and a 2-point conversion. They're pretty much right back in the game.
And they're going to take this back to the 27-yard line of Stanberry. And what looked to be points on the board for the Warriors ends up with Stanberry with the football on their own 27-yard line. And a 1st and 10. They've scored on their first 2 possessions of the night. And now still with 3:13 left to play here in the third. It's a 22-point ball game. 3 scores. Hilton and Smithson out to the left. Hilton will go in motion. And getting hit in the backfield that time is Drew Parman as he's hit behind the 25-yard line.
Super late flag coming out.
And they're going to put this a personal foul call here, I believe, against Porter Runnels.
Yeah, that's a bad penalty there for the Warriors because
it's either that or Cutter Peterson. I'm not certain which one they got there.
It's going to put the Bulldogs almost at midfield now. Must have been a late hit or something, something extracurricular there, and it's again that's the you can't have that type of stuff here at this point in the game.
That penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. 1st and 10 from just on their side of midfield here for Stanberry. Parman looking to pass. Rolling out, looking deep. And there's going to be a penalty flag now for defensive pass interference. Trying to get it out that time to Parker Ginther. Still waiting on the official call, but that is what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty – it was not a mystery what that was going to be.
Pass interference against the Warriors.
So pass interference against the Warriors. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And it'll put this one at the 26-yard line here for Stanberry, as they have yet to actually gain an actual yard. And a penalty flag again will fly as Parman taken down near the line of scrimmage.
Holding against the Bulldogs.
This time it's a holding against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was watching Porter Runnels, and he got kind of wrapped up and thrown to the ground there, and that was I mean, the penalties in this game for both teams have been piling up.
Yes.
It's been an ugly game weather-wise and penalty-wise as well.
Put it back to the 36-yard line. Another, and let me tell you if you've heard this or not, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. Brings up a 1st and 20. 2 receivers to the left. Parman looking to pass. Steps up and thrown behind his intended receiver that time in Aiden Graham. So Parman had some room, kind of stepped up in the pocket and just throws behind his intended receiver. Brings up a 2nd and 20 with 2:07 left to play here in this third quarter.
Yeah, the holding penalties got Stanberry behind the 8 ball here. Going to need a big chunk play. They have been getting those a lot more regularly here in the second half, so they could potentially get a big play here to make this third and manageable.
Smithson and Hilton out wide to the left. Hilton will go in motion. Hand off to Schieber. Trying to bounce it to the outside now, trying to cut it back in, and he's going to be taken down after he picks up about 2 yards on the play out to the 34.
Well, Schieber was pretty patient there, trying to wait for a hole to develop, but one never really did, and he gets a short gain of 2 there. Now 3rd and about 18.
1:40 left here in the third quarter. Albany with a 22-point lead. And we've had a couple of weather delays, one to start out the ball game and then one with about 7:40 left in the second quarter. Hilton in motion, looking to pass is Parman. And jumping in front of the pass that time is Elliott Mercer. I don't think that Hilton was going to go very far as he was kind of falling to the ground to make the catch anyways. As the pass falls incomplete, it'll bring up a 4th and 18 from the 34, and Stanberry going to have to make a decision here.
Yeah, it's late enough in the game. You're down 22. You might go for it here, but again, it's pretty far, and Stanberry might not be that desperate yet, especially because they did get a stop. But again, we are down to a minute 18 left in the fourth quarter.
Parman is the quarterback and also the punter. He'll be in the shotgun formation, looking to snap it, looking to pass. Here comes pressure from Anthony, looking out, and they had an open man, just overthrew him, and was intended for Smithson. It falls incomplete, and the turnover on the strip fumble by the Warriors does not come back to hurt them.
Yeah, it was a big stop there by the Warriors. It really wasn't pretty. They had a couple bad penalties there, and then it was really just the holding penalty by Stanberry that kind of got them in a little bit of trouble. But they'll take the stop any way they can get it, and it's still a 22-point game.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 34-yard line. Cutter Peterson on the sideline here for the Warriors at the moment. Porter Runnels in on his spot on the offensive line. Handoff will go to Mercer, and he'll pick up about a yard on the carry.
Looked like Mercer kind of got slowed up there because he ran into the back of Carter Danner. Kind of took Danner out as well there, and it's a short gain of just 1 on the run by Mercer.
45 seconds left here in the third. And we'll see how quickly the Warriors want to snap this football. They still have about 15 seconds left on the play clock. Hand off to Mercer. Runs through a couple of tacklers, and he'll be across midfield and inside the Stanberry 35-yard line down to the Stanberry 32.
It's a nice run there by Mercer, shrugging off a couple of tacklers here. And now I don't think Albany's going to have to run another play if they don't want to. Yeah,
they don't have to. We'll just wait and see. And Coach Fountain looking at the play clock and game clock and is electing not to send a play in here at the end of the third quarter, and the Warriors are going to hold a 42-20 lead. I take that back. An official's timeout here. And now they're going to restart it here, so I believe so it'll be a 42-20 Albany lead over Stanberry as we end the third quarter of play. We'll be back to start the fourth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
That's the end of the third quarter.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get ready to start fourth quarter action. It is a 42-20 lead here for the Warriors. They'll have a 1st and 10 from the Stanberry 32-yard line. That was following a Smith Prudential Financial first down run by Elliott Mercer. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Wide out to the right is going to be Zayden Palmer. To the left of his quarterback is Carter Danner. Faking the handoff to Danner. Keeping it himself is Jace Palmer on the outside. He gets turned around, still on his feet. He has enough for a first down and about another 2 or 3 yards before he's taken down.
Not really sure how Palmer avoided being pushed out of bounds there. I was about to say that if the Warriors can, they would like to stay in bounds and keep that clock running, but somehow he kind of spun out of a tackle there and managed to stay in bounds and keep this clock running.
At first down, brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Zayden Palmer lined out wide to the left. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback, Jace Palmer, with Elliott Mercer behind him. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Palmer again pulls it, keeps it himself, and he is going to take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. So Albany will go for the 2-point conversion, leading 48-20 to try and take back that 30-point lead. Palmer keeps it himself, looking to pass, and I believe it's going to be just short of Danner. No, they're going to say he caught it and brought it in. 2-point conversion is good. So Albany completes the 2-point conversion. They lead 50-20 with 11:16 left in the fourth. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set for a Smith Prudential Financial kickoff. Albany up 30 points, 52-20. Lauren Sandholzer ready to kick off here for the Warriors. This one is going to be picked up here again by Quinn Jensen. And he's going to be thrown down by Zayden Palmer just shy of midfield at about the 39 or 38-yard line.
Well, as we've been saying here for quite a while, time is beginning to run out here for Stanberry. So, again, they've just got to move quickly here. Expect them to kind of go up-tempo a little bit here on offense. And down 30 here, they're going to have to get points on every drive. They're looking at a pretty uphill battle going forward here.
And they have to put up points quickly as well.
Yeah.
Parman will take the snap with Max Hilton in motion. Hands this one off to Schieber. Gets met by Shea Miller in the backfield. He's pulled back after a loss of about 1 there on the carry by Schieber.
Yeah, those types of runs is not gonna cut it here for Stanberry. Got to move the ball quickly down the field. Warrior defense doing a nice job there on that play.
An update from Pattonsburg. Worth County holds the lead over Pattonsburg 48-18 with 11:48 left in the third quarter. I'm sure they've had some rain and weather delays as well. As keeping this one himself is Parman, and he's going to be knocked down right about the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that was a great play there. Porter Reynolds kind of taking away the outside. I believe it was Shea Miller there in the middle of the field that finished up the tackle there.
10 minutes left in the ball game. It's a 50-20 lead. Parman looking to pass, looking deep. And the only person there is Clayton Griffin, who intercepts it at about the 10-yard line. And he is going to be held up and taken down right about the 25-yard line of Stanberry. The second interception thrown on the night here by Drew Parman.
Yeah, that throw just kind of sailed on Parman, I think. There was nobody even close except for
Clayton Griffin was the only person available to catch that one.
Yeah, I think he just kind of lost the grip on that one or something. And nice catch there by Griffin. Kind of bobbled it a little bit, but now that's 3 turnovers for Stanberry, and we talked about it. That it could be a problem, and yeah, 3 turnovers. It's been a huge problem here for Stanberry.
So Albany will take over on the Stanberry 25-yard line. Sorry, on the Albany 25-yard line. And this time the handoff to Danner is going to get blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss about 2 yards. Haven't seen that too often so far yet tonight where the Warriors don't pick up anything.
Yeah, I think you're going to see now Warriors really slow the pace down a little bit, take all the time they can in between plays to continue taking away all this time left on the game clock.
Warriors will come back to the line of scrimmage, facing a 2nd and 12. Handoff will go to Elliott Mercer. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage as he's met by 3 Bulldogs.
So, loss of yards there on the first play, and a short gain there on second. As the Warriors in a 3rd and long, and hasn't really felt like they've been in a whole lot of situations like that here in this one.
So a 3rd and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Out wide to the left is going to be Jared Owens. Will Fish will be tight end to the right. Elliott Mercer in the wingback position on the left side. Danner to the left of his quarterback and goes in motion. Looking to pass. Jump pass. Finds Elliott Mercer all alone with a blocker in front down the near sideline. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he picks up first down and then some as he's out of bounds near the Stanberry 25-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the Stanberry 22.
Nice heads-up play there by Palmer. He was looking to get to Elliott a lot quicker than that, and he didn't get his head turned around quick enough, so Palmer held on to it, avoided some tacklers there for a minute, and I'm not sure, and maybe Coach Hilton is talking about this on the sideline. I thought that maybe Miller was downfield. Of course, they only get a yard, and he was pretty close to being a yard downfield, and that's a penalty.
I think the Warriors also got a little generous of a spot there. That first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Palmer hands this one off to Carter Danner, and he's going to pick up maybe about a yard before he's tripped up. Brings up a 2nd and 9 here for the Warriors.
Again, the Warriors obviously want this drive to end in points, but short gain really isn't the worst thing in the world as long as the clock continues to wind down.
7:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. Warriors up by 30 here in the fourth quarter, leading 50-20. Jared Owens wide out to the left. Danner to the left of his quarterback with Mercer behind him. Palmer looking to pass, and the play action goes to Will Fish, and he's going to be taken down inside the 10-yard line near the 5.
Nice catch there by Fish. The throw was a little bit low. Had to go down and get it. Able to haul it in and get a few yards after the catch there. And the Warriors are in 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line after the 15-yard play-action pass from Palmer to Fish is enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. It'll be Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer keeps this one himself on a design quarterback keeper. And he gets taken down, went down a little awkwardly as he slipped and then got hit. He seems to be, though, okay after he picks up about a yard on the play.
Yeah, it was an awkward fall there by Palmer. Again, the field is pretty wet pretty slippery. Lost his footing there, and like you said, got driven backwards right when he went down. So awkward fall there, but good thing to see that he's all right.
So on a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line, Palmer will take the snap. Handoff will go to Mercer. Loses the football, but able to grab it back into his hands.
Yeah, I mean, that's just that's just a fortunate bounce there for the Warriors. Sometimes the ball takes funny bounces, and that one literally hit the ground and came right back up into Mercer's hands.
So we'll stay 3rd and goal now from the 5-yard line. We do have an update on the game Princeton and North Andrew tonight in the GRC West. That game was postponed due to weather conditions. They're currently looking to locate officials for a possibly rescheduled game tomorrow. Again, also, Princeton supposed to be hosting districts tomorrow. Albany will take on Gilman City, and Princeton will take on Worth County. As this one going to be a pass out to Elliott Mercer, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. So 5-yard touchdown pass from the Warriors gives them a 36-point lead. And remember, when you score a touchdown, you can list your home with United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Warriors. Palmer will take the snap, hands this one off to Gavin Pickering. He's going to be eaten up in the backfield. 2-point conversion will fail. And the Warriors lead here 56-20 with 5:19 left in the ball game. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry, where Albany holds a 56-20 lead. With 5:11 left to play here in the ballgame, Lauren Sandholzer again set to kick off here for the Warriors. This one going to be picked up again here by Quinn Jensen, and he's going to be tripped up back at about the 39-yard line, lost the football, but they say that Stanberry able to recover, or he was already down.
Well, I think it's going to be pretty tough now with just the clock situation here. We're actually going to have a running clock here last 5 minutes, so I'm going to try and finish this one out here, but looks like it's going to be a good win for Albany. And after this 5 minutes, they'll have clinched that first-round home playoff game.
Again, believe they will play Stanberry in that game. That is what we are led to believe, as the carry that time goes back to the line of scrimmage. That time on the handoff was Max Hilton. So we very well could see these two teams again week number 10 on Halloween in Albany, and the opening round of district play of District 7.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game to play a team 2 weeks after playing them for the first time. It's going to be interesting to see how that one goes.
High formation for Stanberry. Parman gets hit in the backfield and is taken down after a loss of about 4 yards. There on the play that time is Danner, along with, looked to be Zayden Wood.
Warriors did have some things, the Bulldogs did have some things here in this game that did work well, and you know that they're going to have a better game plan going into that game in a couple of weeks to better attack this Warrior defense.
3rd and 13. Parman again underneath center, looking to pass. Rolling out here to his left, going to keep it. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds as he crosses midfield. Carter Danner was the one that knocked him out of bounds, but not before Parman picks up good yardage out to the 36-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play brings up now a 4th and 4.
Yeah, Warriors get a stop here on this play. We might get to see them come out in victory formation. That's always a great thing for teams to be able to kneel the clock out.
I think there's still quite a bit of time before you see the Warriors do that because there's still 3 minutes left here on the clock.
Well, not right away. I just mean run the rest of the clock out.
Parman hands this one off to Schieber, trying to bounce to the outside. Now cuts it back in. Paxton Schieber is going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
It's another nice run there by Schieber. Warriors did trickle in 1 or 2 JV guys there. Zayden Wood, it looks like you said, on the outside there. And Schieber just goes right off the edge there. And once he got through the gap, he was gone. No one was going to catch him.
Cuts it back to a 30-point ball game, 56-26. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. And Stanberry is again going to go for 2-point conversion on the I formation. Hand off to Schieber. Trying to cut it outside, now back inside. And he is going to not get in. 2-point conversion will fail. And it stays a 30-point ball game, 56-26, 2:47 left in the ball game. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry with 2:47 left. Stanberry will kick off, brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396 to kick off your financial futures. It'll be Sam Simbro kicking off. Gavin Pickering returned a good one last time. This one a little squib kick. Bounced up in front of Shea Miller. Kind of bounced it up to himself and caught it and lands on it on his own 40-yard line.
Well, Warriors going to need to pick up a couple of first downs here to be able to put this game away. Looks like it's going to be a heavy JV team here. It's not all JV, but some of the guys out there are.
And waiting on Zayden Palmer to bring in the play call here for the Warriors. He is the freshman backup quarterback. Lined out wide out to the left is going to be Landon Hawkins. Clayton Griffin to the left of his quarterback with Gavin Pickering behind him. And before that, a timeout is going to be taken here by the Bulldogs. This timeout brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day.
Coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Again, both JV teams are in. The lone non-JV player for the Warriors is Jay Anthony doing the snapping, with Dylan Anthony being injured as the backup snapper. So Anthony will stay in at center. Going to be Clayton Griffin to the left of his quarterback, Zayden Palmer, with Gavin Pickering behind him, and a botched handoff. And Pickering went down to a knee as he picked that one up off the fumble. And they'll lose about a yard on the play.
Yeah, the Warriors have just got really fortunate on those bounces. I mean, again, hits the ground and comes right back up where Pickering can just pick it right back up, and if he hadn't gone back down to a knee, he could have kept running with that.
So it'll be a 2nd and 11 here for the Warriors. Handoff this time to Pickering to the near sideline. Cuts it back in, and he's going to be thrown down at the 35-yard line. There on the stop that time was Sam Simbro.
2 minutes to go here. With the JV out, Warriors probably going to try to get a couple more plays, a couple more reps for these JV guys, even if they do get a first down here.
Inside 2 minutes are going to be Landon Hawkins out, lined up wide to the left. Clayton Griffin to the left of his quarterback, Zayden Palmer. Palmer following some blockers. Is going to get hit, though, in the backfield. It's Thor Cameron that comes in and makes the stop. And it'll be a loss of 5 yards back to the original line of scrimmage at midfield.
Goes in for a loss, 4th down 10.
So it'll be a 4th and 10 from midfield. Here for the Warriors. 1:19 left to play here in the ball game. Warriors are going to go for it. And Hawkins lined up wide to the right. Faking the handoff. Palmer looking to pass. Finds his wide open man. Grayson Miller, the tight end. He's going to be pushed out of bounds right near the 25-yard line.
Nice catch there by Grayson Miller. He's a guy who occasionally will get some reps here and there on the varsity team, but a nice job there with the JV unit to make a catch there and get some yards after the catch as well before being pushed out of bounds.
That first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. A minute left to play here in the ball game, and the Warriors are going to go into victory formation. Zayden Palmer will kneel this one down.
A little bit of trouble on the snap there as Palmer hadn't quite got down yet and got a little bit of a shove there. You don't really see that a lot because he hadn't got down to a knee yet.
Warriors will have to make one more snap. And that will do it as the Warriors are going to come away with a 56-26 victory tonight here over Stanberry on Stanberry's senior night. Warriors have one home game remaining next week as they'll be at home taking on Pattonsburg. We'll be back with your BTC Bank postgame and tonight's winner, Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winter Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Remember, tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. 56-26 is the victory tonight for the Warriors. And Brett, with the rain, had a little bit of weather delays. Was not a pretty game by either team. A lot of penalties, a lot of fumbles, interceptions, everything just kind of all a part of this ball game. But the Warriors able to hold out and pick up the 30-point victory.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, both teams are going to come away from this win knowing they could have done a little bit more. Fortunately for the Warriors, they came away with the victory, and now with that win, they're back up to 500, 4-4. So they've won 2 games in a row, and definitely feeling good after this win.
And let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game, starting with Stanberry. Passing tonight, Drew Parman 2 for 13 through the air for 18 yards, 2 interceptions. Max Hilton had the 2 catches for 18 yards. Rushing on the night, Pax Schieber, 22 carries, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns. Drew Parman, 10 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Max Hilton, 4 carries for 5 yards. For Albany tonight, Jace Palmer, 6 for 8 passing through the air for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Zayden Palmer, 1 completion on 1 attempt for 14 yards. Receiving tonight, Elliott Mercer, 3 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. Will Fish, 2 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. Grayson Miller, 1 catch for 14 yards. Zayden Palmer, 1 catch for 10 yards. Rushing on the night tonight, Elliott Mercer, 20 carries, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 10 carries, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carter Danner, 10 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Zayden Palmer, 2 carries for 5 yards. Gavin Pickering, 2 carries for -4 yards.
So, yeah, it was like we were talking about just before the halftime break. There was a possibility that both Elliott and Jace both were going to be over 100 yards. Elliott gets over 200 and Jace over 100. So, I mean, just between those two guys, they go for over 300 yards. They've really done a nice job of that in the last couple of weeks. I was talking about that in the pregame, how they've really been able to be effective on offense the last couple of weeks, getting Palmer going in the run game. It hasn't been all Elliott. Palmer's really developed here nicely as a runner, and hopefully we'll see more of that. They got a tough one next week against Pattonsburg, who looks like they're going to be coming off a loss to Worth County if that score holds that we brought you earlier. So, like I said, it's going to be a tough one for Albany, but that's why we play the game, so let's have to see what happens.
Yeah, and again, with the win tonight, Albany will secure their home playoff game in week number 10. Again, on Halloween night. Again, we do have, some other things going on possibly that night as well, but it should be an Albany-Stanberry rematch here in that opening round of district play. But again, tonight, it is the Warriors that come out victorious by 30 points, 56-26 on Albany's homecoming. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto. Oh, before I do that, let's go ahead and give away our Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. And Brett, tonight's player of the game, we decided to go with the big man again in the run game, Elliott Mercer, 20 carries, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is tonight's Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game.
Yeah, when a guy goes for over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, it's hard not to give it to him. It was a good effort by the team. The offensive line obviously did another great job out there tonight. Jace Palmer, again, with almost 130 yards.
And an interception.
Yeah, exactly. But Elliott Mercer really led the way. He is definitely the engine of this Warrior offense, and he showed why he has that title tonight.
And again, let's now thank all of our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations of Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany, along the United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, also along with Johnson Controls. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, along with the Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany, Lone Star Investments in Albany, Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing of Albany, and Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany, Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printer & New Shop are located in Albany. For myself, Jared Rolvis, color analyst and cameraman for the evening, Brett Williams, so long and good night from a soggy Stanberry.